the Duster Dome. It's Survive and Advance Saturday here in Area 1 Class B Regional Consolation games today. 4 of them. All 4 of these games, the winner advances, the loser, their season is over. Today we've got a couple of Panhandle teams going head-to-head first. It is the Tyrone Lady Bobcats set to take on the Forgan Lady Bulldogs. Tyrone comes in with a record of 16-9 on the season. Their starters, a senior number 4, Cameron Gossman, a junior number 13, Brooklyn Stevens, a junior number 15, Kendall Humphreys, a senior number 23, Addison Williams, and a senior number 34, Angel Andrews. The Lady Bobcats are coached by head coach Travis Banning. He is assisted by Melissa Witt. The Forgan Lady Bulldogs come here with an 11-15 record. Their starters, a 5'5 freshman number 1, Jada McGowan, a 5'9 senior number 5, Paige Seaton, a 5'8 sophomore number 10, Cameron Ott, a 5'10 senior number 11, Anna Lancaster, and a 5'9 senior number 14, Kinley Kirkhart. The Lady Bulldogs are coached by head coach Rob Lancaster. He is assisted by Larry McVeigh and Colby White. So these teams have played once during this season here at the Duster Dome during the Beaver River Invitational. Tyrone came away winners there. Forgan got here yesterday with a win over Yarborough, pretty convincing there. Tyrone right here in the Duster Dome lost a very tough one in the winners side of the bracket to Leedy, who will play Arnett in the regional championship game Monday. So Humphreys with the ball, back out top, now down on the block, back to Humphreys. Double teamed, splits the defense, gets it over to Stevens, who drives, puts up the shot, no good, but she does draw a foul. Foul will go on Paige Seaton, her first, team's first foul. First shot off the back iron, no good. Second shot, no good as well. Rebounded by Lancaster. Loses control of it. Stolen away by Williams. Gossman will leave it up top for Andrews as they set their offense. Stevens back to Williams. Now back out on the wing to Humphreys, who drives in the lane. Knocked away. McGowan with it all the way to the block. High off the glass. Grabbed by Lancaster, who had the steal. Put it up. No good. And the rebound knocked loose by Gossman over to Humphreys. Now Gossman with it again. Gives it up to Humphreys. Stevens to Williams in the corner. Back out top. Three-pointer from Humphreys. It's good. 3-0 Lady Bobcats. A little bit of full court pressure, not too heavy from Tyrone. McGowan kicks it up ahead to Ott. Back to McGowan, now back out top. Lancaster at the point, kicks it to the corner to Kirkhart. Now McGowan with it, brings it back up top. Seaton now back to the opposite wing. McGowan looked at the three, passes it up. Lancaster dives to the block, drives in, too strong. Rebound in the putback by Ott, no good. Rebound by Gossman, back the other way across midcourt. Humphreys with it, dives in the lane, puts up the shot, no good, too strong. Rebounded by Seaton. Ball loose on the floor, Seaton able to grab it as she tried to get it to Lancaster, but had it knocked away. Now they'll set it with McGowan at the point. Kirkhart down low to Ott. Pass stolen away. Gossman leaped up and stole. Oh, collision on the court. Humphreys drives in, kicks it across, high off the glass, drops in by Stevens, draws the foul. She'll go to line for the and one. Two Forgan players collided there. Kirkhart and McGowan. Looks like McGowan will go ahead and come out of the game, as she maybe have taken the brunt of that. As in for her will be the 5'8" junior, number 20, Pacey McIntyre. And also coming in, a 5'10" junior, number 22, Hadley Taylor. 5:13 left to play here in the first quarter. 5-0 Tyrone. Stevens sinks that and one free throw. It's now 6-0 Tyrone. Kirkhart gets it across to McIntyre across the timeline. That's going to be a foul on Williams. That will be her first, team's first. Kinley down to McIntyre, passes it over to Lancaster in the lane for the basket. And the Lady Bulldogs are on the board. Stevens back up top. Gossman with the drive, kicks out. Humphreys to the baseline, cut off there, back out top. Stevens for three, no good. Ball tapped out. Over to Taylor. Lancaster with it in transition. Drives to the hoop, lays it up, left it short. Rebounded by Humphreys. Stevens with the ball on the wing. Back over to Humphreys. Now Gossman looks to drive. Kicks it back outside to Williams. Back up top. Humphreys open on the deep wing. Now she'll try to drive. Backs out. Oh, wide open. Williams cuts to the basket and lays it up and in. 8-2 Lady Bobcats. Pass across midcourt to Ott. Drive to the hoop. Good defense there by Gossman. Just kept in her own space as McIntyre tried to drive, able to block that one. Humphreys guarded tightly there by Lancaster. Over to Gossman. Now to Williams in the corner. Back up top, Andrews. Now to Gossman. Stevens. Now Humphreys puts up the wing three. It's good. She's got two of them now. And timeout on the floor. 2:57 left to play here in the first quarter. It's Tyrone 11, Forgan 2. So out of the timeout, ball back over to Forgan. Still some light pressure, full court pressure from Tyrone. Lancaster with it across midcourt. Kirkhart with it. Well, they'll set their offense high post to Lancaster. Faces up, kicks outside. Back up top, McGowan for three. In and out. Rebound by McIntyre. Kicks it out. Had an opening. Should have taken that one up. Lancaster at the free throw line again. Now Kirkhart again. Back up top. High post to Lancaster. Taylor puts up the wing three. Nothing but net. (11 to 5) now the score. 2 to play here in the first quarter. Winner plays Monday against tonight's winner between Buffalo and Balko. Sorry, that's on the boys' side. Buffalo and Goodwell. And there's a travel. Ball back over to Forgan. McGowan with it across the timeline. Back to Lancaster. Finds a gap, drives, left-hand layup, too strong. Rebounded by Andrews. Races across midcourt all the way to the block, puts up the shot, no good, but she draws a foul. Foul's going to be on Kinley Kirkhart. That'll be her first. Team's second foul. First free throw from Andrews is good. Andrews' second shot rolls in. 13 to 5 now. Tyrone with the lead. Ball into the corner. McGowan sends it back up front, though, to Lancaster. Now reset with McGowan at the point. Kirkhart on the wing. Over the top to McIntyre. She's guarded front and back, though. Ball out of bounds. It will stay with Forgan. They'll inbound underneath their own basket. Lancaster drives in the lane. Tried to get it over to McIntyre. Ball knocked loose. Kirkhart gets it back. Pull up from 15, no good. And a foul underneath. Ott returns to the game for Forgan. That foul goes against Jada McGowan. That's her first. Team's fourth foul. So Humphreys brings it across. Three-pointer from Andrews on that wing. Missed everything. Kirkhart there for the rebound. McIntyre almost with the travel, able to get it to McGowan before she did. Taylor gets it to Ott on the high post. Down to McIntyre. She'll have to back out, though. Skip pass opposite wing. Kirkhart puts up the three. Too strong. Rebound by Andrews. They'll look to trap her. Tried to throw it off a Forgan player's foot off of Ott, but couldn't. McGowan for three. No good. McIntyre with the rebound. Ott puts up the shot, but she's fouled just before the end of the quarter. So she'll have a couple of shots. Foul will be called on Brooklyn Stevens, her first. Team's second foul. So Ott at the line by herself with two shots, misses the first. Second, no good as well. That's the end of the first quarter of play. It's Tyrone 13, Forgan 5. ball will belong to Forgan. Checking in on a couple other Panhandle teams playing right now. Texhoma and Turpin. Those girls in the same situation here in the regional consolation, although they're a day ahead. They are in the finals. They're tied up at 7 apiece after 1 quarter of play. It's their 4th time those two teams have met. McGowan with the ball. Over to Ott on the wing. Ball back around the perimeter. Kirkhart gets it in to McIntyre. Puts up the shot in the lane, partially blocked, gets it back, dumps it back outside. Taylor looks for the long 2, gets that one to rattle home. She's got 5 off the bench, and it's 13-7. Tyrone still with the lead. Humphreys on the wing. Now to Williams, looks to go baseline, around the defender, puts it up and in. Williams' 2nd basket of the game, 15-7 now. Kirkhart across the timeline. Skip pass over to McGowan. That was a dangerous one, got away with it though. Ball to Taylor, drives baseline, kicks back outside. Ott, back up top to McGowan. Kirkhart skip pass to Taylor. McGowan looked at the 3, back to Taylor, drives in the lane, lost it. Able to save the possession and get it back outside. Ott for 3 from the corner, no good. McIntyre with the rebound and the putback. 15-9 now the score. Tyrone still with the lead. Gossman looked at the 3, passes to Williams in the corner instead. She'll look to drive, kicks back outside. Ball around to the opposite corner to Gossman. Gossman over to Humphreys, puts up the 3, no good. Rebound put back up by Gossman, no good, but she's fouled. That one's going to be on Taylor. Her first. Scoreboard says team's 5th. First free throw from Gossman is good. Checking into the game, Lancaster back in, as well as Seton. Second one good as well. 17-9 the lead for the Lady Bobcats. Lady Bobcats starting out this one 5 of 5 from the free throw line. McIntyre back outside. Lancaster backs out to the midcourt circle as they reset their offense. Ball passed around the perimeter. Humphreys pushes that further back. Now Lancaster looks to drive, kicks back to Seton. Now Taylor with it. Lancaster looks to drive again, back outside. 3-pointer is up, no good by Seton. Rebound on the backside by Taylor. McGowan open for 3, in and out. Williams save it from going out of bounds for Tyrone. Long pass ahead, stolen away by Lancaster. Spin, splits the defenders, misses the shot. Ball loose and out of bounds. And it will go over to Tyrone. Travis Banning, head coach for the Lady Bobcats, having a little short conversation with one of the referees. 4:27 left in the half. Down to Williams. Gives it back to Andrews, who drives. Left-handed layup, no good. Gossman there for the putback. Her first field goal of the game. She's got 4. 19-9. Tyrone has pushed it to a double-digit lead. McGowan across the timeline. Pass ahead to McIntyre. Outside to Taylor. Inside to McIntyre. Puts it up baseline side. It's good. That's her second basket. Tyrone 19, Forgan 11. The winner advances. The loser goes home. All 4 games today. Humphreys back to Williams. Bounce pass through. Back to Gossman. Puts it up at the glass. Good. Gossman now with 6. We're back to a 10-point game. McGowan across the timeline. Up ahead to McIntyre, who makes it. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 3:11 left to play in the half. It's Tyrone 21, Forgan 13.
PTCI Cellular gives you the best of both worlds with 42 towers from Kenton
to Laverne. No one else covers you like we do in Northwest Oklahoma.
And when you travel across this great land, PTCI's nationwide partners keep you connected.
Experience the best service today. 800-562-2556 or visit ptci.net. Contract buyouts are available. Some restrictions may apply.
And we are back, checking in on some of the other area teams. Turpin and Texhoma with less than 4 minutes left in the half, tied up at 11. Shattuck girls losing to Wacomas 22-13. That's for a shot to go to those 2 games are in Class A for a chance to go to the Class A area tournament. Humphreys drives to the baseline, leaves it for Williams. Now back around the perimeter, opposite side to Gossman. Andrews will hand it back off to Gossman. Now Gossman, 3 from the top of the key. She drains it. Gossman with 9. And Tyrone with their biggest lead of the day, 24-13. McIntyre back to Lancaster, over to Kirkhart. McGowan had it in the corner. Now McGowan with it on the wing. Both of these teams with a very deliberate style. Inside to McIntyre, back out to Seaton. Now Lancaster with the drive, tried to dump it down. Andrews steps in front, pass ahead to Humphreys into the open court. Knocked out of her hands by McGowan. They'll call the foul there. See, she came down across the arm. That's McGowan's second. First free throw from Humphreys is good. 1:52 left before half. Second one good as well. Humphreys now with 8 points, 26-13. 3 from the corner from Seaton, no good. Rebound on the backside is grabbed by Kirkhart. Dump down into McIntyre, who puts it up. No good, but draws a foul. And they will call that one on Gossman. That'll be her first, team's third foul. McIntyre makes the first. McIntyre has really been Forgan's only scoring threat since she came into the game off the bench. She's got 8. Ott will check in for Seton. 26-15. Trap in the corner, and a timeout on the floor by Tyrone. 1:22 left in the half. Tyrone 26, Forgan 15.
You can manage your home Wi-Fi network right from your smartphone? With PTCI Whole Home Wi-Fi, you can quickly and easily manage your home Wi-Fi through your PTCI Wi-Fi app. Set your Wi-Fi password, view connected devices, run speed tests, set up parental controls, and more. Experience the best in home Wi-Fi with PTCI Wi-Fi app. Call now and get 3 months free of Whole Home Wi-Fi and visit ptci.net to download the app today.
So out of the timeout, Tyrone ball. Leading by 11. Williams gets it to Andrews, who drives baseline. That's going to be a foul on McIntyre. That'll be her first, but it will be the team's 7th foul. So Tyrone in the bonus the rest of the way. 1:12 left in the half. So Angel Andrews at the line for the 1-and-1. Sinks the front end. Tyrone still perfect from the line today. 8 of 8. Make that 9 of 9. Angel Andrews herself 4 of 4. 28-15. Kirkhart taps it ahead over to Ott, who puts up the shot, no good. Ball tapped around, rebound grab by Gossman. Now to Andrews. Humphreys with it in the corner. Back out front to Gossman, 45 seconds left in the half. Humphreys to Williams at the high post, kicks it to the opposite side. Now Gossman in the corner, looked at the three, passes it up. Gossman again, 20 seconds left. Williams over to Humphreys. Skip pass over to Stevens, gets it quickly back to Humphreys. Stevens, ball tapped away by Kirkhart. 5 seconds on the clock. In the open court, shot put up by Ott, and she's fouled. Foul is going to be called on Gossman. That will be her second. Team's 4th foul, so Cameron Ott at the line, misses the first. She's 0 of 3 at the line so far today. Makes the second. 28-16 now the score. Ball inbounded to Stevens, and we head to the half. The Tyrone Lady Bobcats 28, the Forgan Lady Bulldogs 16. We'll be back with the second half. And we welcome you back here at the Duster Dome. At the half, Tyrone leading Forgan 28-16. We'll go over some of the individual scoring from the first half. For Tyrone, their leading scorer Cameron Gossman with 9 points. Hit a 3 as a part of that. You've also got Kendall Humphreys with 8. Hit a pair of 3s. Addison Williams and Angel Andrews each with 4 apiece, and Brooklyn Stevens with 3. Also, as we mentioned earlier, 9 of 9 from the free throw line from Tyrone. Now for Forgan, really hasn't gotten much production out of their starting 5. Only 2 points from Anna Lancaster. Off the bench, Pacey McIntyre with 8 and Hadley Taylor with 5. In trouble at the free throw line, just 2 of 6 there. So Tyrone with the ball and a 12-point lead. Humphreys on the wing. Back up top to Gossman. Like I said, both of these teams very deliberate in their style. They're going to take their time, run their offense, not going to get in any big hurry. Williams back outside. Drive by Gossman, back to Williams at the high post. Drives in, kicks it out. Andrews, baseline jumper, gets it to drop in. 30-16, largest lead of the game right now. Pass tipped out of bounds by Andrews. We'll let you know a couple of the Class A scores in those regional consolation finals. Texhoma leads Turpin at the half, 19-17. Shattuck trails Wacomas 31-25. Ball on the floor as they tried to get it to Lancaster, able to get it back outside. McGowan kicks it over to Kirkhart. Had trouble handling that one as well. Over the top, pass intercepted by Williams. Up to Humphreys in transition, all the way to the block, puts it up, gets it to crawl over and in. Humphreys to double figures with 10, and they have doubled up the Lady Bulldogs, 32-16. Pass ahead to McIntyre, back to Lancaster. Missed the easy shot. Too close, out of bounds, back over to Tyrone. And Forgan can't buy a basket right now. McGowan will check out. Ott checks back in. Stevens with the ball, back to Williams, double teamed. Underneath to Gossman, high off the backboard and in. She's in double figures at 11 now. Seaton, long pass ahead to Kirkhart in the lane, has it knocked away by Gossman. Saved on the floor there by Seaton. Timeout, 5:59 left to play here in the third quarter. Tyrone in control, leading Forgan 34-16.
PTCI Cellular gives you the best of both worlds with 42 towers from Kenton
To Laverne, no one else covers you like we do in Northwest Oklahoma.
And when you travel across this great land, PTCI's nationwide partners keep you connected.
Experience the best service today. 800-562-2556 or visit ptci.net. Contract buyouts are available. Some restrictions may apply.
Turpin up by 3. So out of the timeout, Forgan ball. Ball inbounded to Lancaster puts up the 10-footer, no good. McIntyre there, high off the backboard, no good. Rebound by Williams, ball tapped out of bounds by Seton. It will go over to Tyrone. Gossman double teamed out near midcourt, gets it over now to Williams at the high post. Ball outside to Humphreys, can't save it from going out of bounds. Ball back over to Forgan. Ball knocked out of bounds. Humphreys went for the steal, but then went off her foot and out of bounds, so it'll stay with Forgan. Kirkhart with it across the timeline, kicks it to the corner to Ott, drives in, puts up the floater on the baseline, no good. Humphreys with the rebound, cross midcourt. Now she'll pick up her dribble. Gossman at the point, over to Andrews. In the corner, Humphreys for three, wide open. She drains it, her third of the game. 13 points for Humphreys, and Tyrone leads by 21. Down low, floater by McIntyre is good. She's got 10 points. Cuts it back to a 19-point game. That's going to be a carry on Andrews. A little bit of pressure by Ott there in the backcourt, forced that. Ball into the corner. Now the short corner to McIntyre. Tried to pass it in the lane. Ball bounced around. Kirkhart gets it for three in the corner. No good. And they'll call a jump ball on that one. Arrow will keep it with Forgan. 4:28 left to play here in the third quarter. Survive and advance day here. All four games. We'll see somebody eliminated and somebody moving on to that final, for that final trip, chance to get to the area tournament. Seton for three, she drains it. Her first points of the game, 37-21 now the score. As the clock ticks down to the midway point of this third quarter. Andrews drives in. Can't get it to roll in, gets her own rebound, no good on the putback. Seton with the rebound. Outlet pass out to Lancaster. Lancaster drives, kicks it outside. Kirkhart open on the wing for three, no good. Andrews with the rebound. Quick outlet pass. Now they'll slow it down. Gossman. Ball stolen away by Lancaster, who drives to the hoop. Left-handed layup, no good. Stolen away from behind by Stevens, but she stepped on the line. So ball will stay with Forgan. 3:30 left to play here in the third. Kirkhart out top with it over to Lancaster. Seton puts up the wing three, no good. Williams with the rebound. And that is going to be a foul on Ott. That will be her first, team's first of the half. Taylor will check in, as well as McGowan. Coach Banning is stuck with his 5 this whole game. Ball knocked away by McGowan. Kirkhart with it now. Seton up to McGowan. Seton trying to get it inside to Lancaster. McGowan for three, rims out. Gossman with the ball. Williams in the lane, back outside. Humphreys for three. She hits it. Actually, that was Andrews for that three. She's got 9, and it's 40-21 Tyrone. Steal by Humphreys, but goes back to McGowan. Gets it across the timeline to Kirkhart. Now Lancaster with it. Looks to drive. Pushed away from behind. Williams comes away with the loose ball. Now Andrews throws ahead to Stevens in the open court. Left-handed layup is good. 42-21. They've doubled them up again with 2 left to play here in this third quarter. Kirkhart double teamed right at the midcourt stripe. They'll call a jump ball. Ball over to Tyrone. Ott, McIntyre check back into the game. And the first sub of the game for Tyrone, a senior number 20, Carol Aguirre, checks in. Skip pass over to Williams. Williams drives, kicks it over to Aguirre. That's going to be a travel. Ball back over to Forgan. Two minutes left between Shattuck and Waukomis in the third quarter. Shattuck down by 9. Turpin leads Texhoma by 2 with about 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Skip pass over to Ott, now into the corner. Taylor puts up the 3, no good. Rebound on the backside by Seton, misses the short shot. Gets her own rebound, kicks it outside. McGowan for 3 from the top of the key, no good. And they'll call a jump ball. Ball will stay with Forgan. Stevens will check back in for Aguirre. .123 left. McIntyre in the lane, misses the shot. And a foul call on Forgan. And that will be on McIntyre. That will be her second, team's second of the half. Humphreys over to Gossman, hands it off to Andrews. Humphreys with the drive, gets past McIntyre and lays it up and in. He's got 7 in the second half to go with 8 in the first. Leading all scorers in this one with 15. McGowan with the ball up top. Drive by Seton, puts it up and in. .20 seconds left to play here in the third. Humphreys, another drive, puts it up and draws a foul. This time on McIntyre. That will be her third. Team's third. Humphreys at the line for 2 shots. First shot, no good. And that is the first missed free throw of the day by Tyrone. Gets the second one. 10 of 11 from the line today. 45-23 now the lead. 10 seconds. Seton dumps it inside. Oh, beautiful shot there by Ott to get that one to roll in. 3 seconds left. And that is the end of the quarter. 45-25. Tyrone leads Forgan as we head to the fourth quarter.
You can manage your home Wi-Fi network right from your smartphone? With PTCI Whole Home Wi-Fi, you can quickly and easily manage your home Wi-Fi through your PTCI Wi-Fi app. Set your Wi-Fi password, view connected devices, run speed tests, set up parental controls, and more. Experience the best in home Wi-Fi with PTCI Wi-Fi app. Call now and get 3 months free of whole home Wi-Fi and visit ptci.net to download the app today.
And we are back, updating you on the Class A Consolation Finals. Shattuck has cut into lead, but still trail by 4, 41-37. 1 minute left in the third quarter. In the fourth quarter with 6:42 left, Turpin now leads Texhoma 38-29. Ball stolen away. Lancaster on the steal, dumps it off to McGowan, misses the shot. Ball bounces around. Seton comes away with it to save the possession for the Bulldogs. Ball knocked around, shot by Ott, no good. Bounces off the rim, climbs over the backboard. Andrews will bring it up. Now over to Humphreys. Humphreys looking for a gap. Spins back out. Now she'll drive again. Cut off, back outside. So Gossman with it. Now back to Humphreys. Back to the high post to Gossman, drives in, puts up the shot, gets it to drop in, draws a foul on McGowan. That will be her third. And Gossman goes to the line for the and one free throw. Misses that. She's got 13. Kirkhart with the rebound. McGowan over to Ott. Ott finds a gap, drives to the block, draws contact on Gossman. That will be her third, team's first foul of the half. Ott gets the shooter's roll on the first. That is a drought for her. She was 0 of 4 from the line before that. Gets the second one as well. 6:40 left to play, 47-27. Lady Bobcats in control. Gossman going to be called for the travel. Ball back over to Forgan. McGowan with the ball out top. Drives, kicks out to Kirkhart. Hand off to Seton. To the baseline, cut off. Oh, Williams got a hand on that one. Over to Humphreys now. Humphreys drives all the way to the block, puts it up, no good. But looks like she draws the fourth foul on Jada McGowan. Team's fifth foul. So Humphreys back at the line for 2 shots. Makes the first one. Misses the second. Ball on the floor. McGowan comes away with it all the way to Seton in the corner. Puts up the 3, no good. Rebound on the backside by Kirkhart. Skip pass up to McGowan. Opposite side to Seton now. Ott at the short corner. Back out top. McGowan for 3, no good. And that is going to be a foul on Ott. Her second. Team's 6th foul. So Stevens back into the game, also into the game, a sophomore number 22, Sienna Rogers. We had a timeout on the floor. 5:56 left to play. Tyrone 48, Forgan 27. So Tyrone ball out of the timeout, leading big. Ball inbounded to Humphreys, knocked out of bounds. They'll say Forgan ball. Ball into Lancaster, goes baseline side, no good. Ball tied up underneath between Seton and Williams. Arrow points in favor of Forgan, so they'll keep possession. Lancaster spins, left-hand layup, no good, but draws the foul on Aguirre. That'll be Aguirre's first foul, team second. So Lancaster at the line for 2 shots. Makes the first. Makes the second as well. That's Lancaster's first points of the second half. She's got 4. 48-29. Humphreys all the way to the block, and she's going to be called for the travel. Couldn't quite come to a complete stop and stuttered. Ball back over to Forgan. Winner comes back Monday night. They'll play the winner of tonight's game between Buffalo and Balko for that last shot into the area tournament. Lancaster misses the shot, a foul. They'll call that one on Seton, her second, team 7th foul, so they'll walk to the other end as Tyrone's in the bonus for the last 5:25. I actually list on the scoreboard that that's Seton's third. Humphreys makes the front end. Misses the second. She's got 18 now. Lancaster kicks it out to Seton. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound by Williams. Up ahead to Stevens. Up ahead to Aguirre, can't chase it down, saves it from going out of bounds. Over to Rogers, drive to the basket, put up and in by Humphreys. She's got 20, and it's 51-29. Lancaster quickly back all the way to the other end, no good. Williams rebound, outlet pass to Humphreys again. Beats him down the floor, blocked, and the foul though on Ott. That will be her third. So Humphreys at the line, 2 shots. Misses the first. McIntyre and Taylor back in for Forgan. Gossman and Andrews back in for Tyrone. Shattuck now losing to Wacomas with 5 left in the fourth quarter, 45-37. Turpin leads Texhoma 43-33 with 3.5 to play. Free throw is good. Humphreys will check out. And the freshman, number 14, Harley Bell, checks into the game. So Humphreys out of the game with 21. Lancaster underneath, goes right hand, no good. And they can't buy a basket under there. They've struggled all night trying to hit those from point blank. Just have not gone in. Gossman back outside to Aguirre. Now to Andrews. Steps in the lane, puts up the floater, no good. Ball tapped, out of bounds, back over to Forgan. So Lancaster gets it over to Kirkhart. Deep three, no good. McIntyre with the rebound, no good on the putback. Rebound by Rogers. Andrews across midcourt, gets it over to Gossman. Tapped away momentarily by Lancaster. She'll hand it off to Rogers. Gets it back to Andrews. Andrews spins, kicks it back outside to Rogers. Gossman looked at the three, passes it up. Rogers open for three, left it short, rebounded by McIntyre. Knocked out of her hand, saves it from going out of bounds. Almost stepped out of bounds, though. So Lancaster will bring it up. Under 3.5 left. Seaton for 3 points. No good. Long rebound, chased down by Bell. She's got across midcourt. Keeps possession, puts up the shot block, gets her own rebound. Aguirre with it now, drives in the lane, kicks out Rogers. Now Andrews from the top of the key, no good. Ball out of bounds and over to Forgan. Checking in for Forgan, 5'5" senior number 30, Janie Rempel. As McIntyre checks out of the game. Under 3 to play. Kirkhart. Back to Seaton. Skip pass over to Taylor. Rempel puts up the long two, no good. Andrews with the rebound on the backside. Long pass ahead to Rogers. Pushes ahead to Bell. Back outside, Aguirre puts up the long two. Gets it to go. Her first basket of the game, Carol Aguirre. 54-29 now the score. Under 2.5, shot up in the lane by Lancaster, no good. Andrews with the rebound. Gets it over to Gossman. She'll bring it across midcourt. Opening, Andrews drives, lays it up and in. That's 11 for Andrews now, 56-29. As we play out these last 2 minutes, Kirkhart no good on the three. Andrews with the rebound. Gossman hands it off to Bell. Bell to Aguirre. Aguirre with the drive in the lane, right-handed layup, high off the glass, it's good. Couple of subs in for Tyrone as they'll clear out their bench. Okay, into the game, a freshman, number 11, Ashley Torres. Number 0, a freshman, Giselle Pimental. Three-pointer up, no good. Rebound by Taylor. Rempel with it, now over to Seaton. Shot is up, no good. Rebound by Pimental. Cross midcourt. Kicks it outside to Bell. Puts up the shot, no good. Ball out of bounds. Also in a freshman, number 11, Lurita Delgado. Three-pointer up by Seaton, no good. Rebound by Pimental. Now Rogers drives in the lane, kicks it over to Bell. Double team stolen away by Taylor. 40 seconds left in this one. Shot is up, no good. Rogers with the rebound. Double teamed. Tied up, jump ball, and it is Tyrone ball. So Monday afternoon, the Tyrone Lady Bobcats will take on either the Buffalo Lady Bison or the Goodwell Lady Eagles for that final slot in the area tournament in Woodward. 18.8 left, ball back to Forgan. Lancaster for three from the corner, gets it to go in. Steele shot up, it's good by Lancaster. She's also fouled. Go to the line for the and one with 9.2 left. Forgan's going to end their season 11-16. Tyrone improves to 17-9. As they will survive and advance today. Lancaster finishes off that three-point play. Bell with the ball. Knocked away, ball on the floor, jump ball again with 4.8. So ball back over to Forgan. Try to get one more in. Other games, Turpin leads Texhoma 50-42 with a minute and a half left. Kirkhart no good on the three. Rebound by Torres, and that's it. The Tyrone Lady Bobcats defeat the Forgan Lady Bulldogs 58-35 to advance to the regional consolation final on Monday afternoon at 1:30, where they'll take on either Buffalo or Goodwell, whoever wins tonight. Of course, we'll have that one for you this evening at 6:30. Stick around. We've got boys action coming up next. The Boise City Wildcats take on the Vici Indians coming up next. Turpin's up by 8. I'm here with Britt, representing the family here. We got a lot of family members that are a part of this business here, and we're just talking about the history and also some of the future for No Man's Land. So Britt, thank you for joining us today, and tell us a little bit about just No Man's Land beef jerky and what your business is up to.
How far do you want me to go back? We started at No Man's Land in the back of my mom and dad's grocery store back in 1994, Marvin D's. And made jerky. We didn't realize how it was going to go. We dreamed. Belinda and I would go around and dream, but eventually we moved over to Boise City, got a plant started here, got government inspection in 1997. About 2011 or 12, we had gotten as big as we could get here. And we had, my mom had started a folder of stores that she put on there wannabe and kept it. And there were over 5,000 names of stores in there that wanted to sell our product. And we couldn't grow here because of the population. And so my mom started praying for buyers, and the Lord sent us some buyers in 2014. By 2015, it took a while, but we reached an agreement to be partners. And since then, we have had a plant in Enid that we outgrew. We bought the building across the street, remodeled it, went into it. It was twice as big as the one we had. When we opened that plant, in 3 months, it maxed. So we started on the plant back across the street, added on. It will be opening up in March, and so we're excited about that. We're already in the talks of plant number 4. So it's amazing. We give all the credit to God the Mighty. He's the one that got us where we are. That and some hard work, but you know, it's a labor of love, and we're proud of our jerky. We are.
Well, you talked a little bit about your beginnings, and you guys came up with some humble beginnings, almost just some curiosity. You talked about how you had tasted some different jerky and it just wasn't any good, and that's what kind of inspired you to start. Talk about your early days of that and going to selling that stuff wherever you could.
Okay, well, I came back from college, and my degree, I'm having a hard time finding a job in it, so I started farming on the family farm. And we golfed, and me and my brother-in-law and his dad and some others. And so it rained one day, and we went to Guyman golfing, and got through. On the way home, I love beef jerky. Bought 3 different kinds that were terrible. I threw them out the window. I said, I can do better than that. And I didn't know if I could or not, but I thought I could. And so I went home and got my Ronco dehydrator out of the closet, and went down to my dad's grocery store and picked out 2 or 3 roasts. And on the 3rd try, we had the recipe we liked, and put it in this jar up here, which was an old Wild Bill's jar. And I took a $4 roast and made jerky, made $16. And I thought, boy, there's a lot of room for error there. And so, you know, one thing led to another, and we were putting our jerky in different bars and different convenience stores around. And Belinda and I had a route we'd go to, and we'd make jerky in the back of my dad's store at night. And then we'd go on a route when we got it all bagged and ready to go. And we got caught by the compliance officers because we don't have an inspection bug on our product. So we had to gather it up. Nobody had let us have our jerky back. And so we started to work on this facility here in Boise City. And we got grant of inspection in 1997. Of next month, we will be in business 25 years. And so here in this place, legally. We started in 1994. As Belinda says, we bootleg jerky.
That's right. Well, you know, there's an outlaw history out here in Cimarron County. You know, that Mesa held many a treasure, they say. So you're just filling in where the area was. But that's, you know, that's an incredible, it's just the American dream that you guys have been able to live out here in the Oklahoma Panhandle, especially all the way out here in Cimarron County, and, you know, providing jobs right here in this place too for many families, and helping to make sure that this place can keep the population that it has at least too as well. And so that's a great thing.
You talked about earlier the amount of production that you guys are at and where that's growing at and how it's just growing at an amazing rate. Talk a little bit more about that, where you guys are production-wise. How many people you have here, how many people you have in Enid, the amount of the product that you're putting out on a daily basis.
So as far as production, Boise City here produces about 2,000 pounds of raw meat a day, which equates to about 600 pounds of finished product. Enid, on the other hand, does 26,000 pounds of raw per day. And I'd have to figure that up real quick, but it's thousands and thousands of pounds of actual jerky. We employ 30 people here, and we like to consider them as family. Enid employs 200 to 240, somewhere in that number. It's because of the situation in the world today, it changes, but hopefully when we open our other facility across the road, we'll employ another 150 people, so we'll be up to around 400 employees at Enid. So who knew? God did. We dreamed it would grow. We had no idea how large this thing could get. And
well, the operation here, as you mentioned, very family. It's you, Britt, Belinda, your sister.
Right.
Brad, your brother.
Our brother Brad
is also here. Mama D, we can't forget her.
Yep, 87 and a half years old.
Still shows up for work just about every day.
Yes. It's getting later every day, but you know, we give her that. She's worked hard all of her life.
Yeah.
She comes in time for lunch,
yeah.
And then we eat lunch, and she comes back and answers the phones or calls stores as we need her to.
And another generation coming in as well.
Yeah, well, we have two generations.
Yeah.
We have Belinda's daughters both came back and moved their families here from where they had moved to. They want to be a part of the business, and they want their kids to grow up in this area. And then we also have a little boss who's 4, and he's the next generation. His name's Cap, and he thinks he's the boss. He tells us he is. You know, I couldn't do this interview without mentioning my dad. He was pretty skeptical at first, but he ended up being our biggest fan. He would sit at the register and take people's money while he was playing solitaire, and then when the customers come up, he'd take their money, and if they bought a small bag, he'd go, "You're going to get down the road and wish you'd have bought a bigger bag." And he'd be so tickled when they wouldn't even make it to the courthouse down here, and they'd have to turn around and come back, and they'd come in and buy more jerky. So he ended up being one of our biggest fans, and he helped us to remodel this facility. And his vision is like ours. He likes to take things old and make them new again. And so years ago, we bought this steer out front, and we had some high winds, and the wind blew it over, and so we had to take it off out of our front entry. And so when we finally got it fixed and got it back out there, our marketers decided to have a Name the Steer contest. And so they put it on Facebook, and overwhelmingly the people named the steer out there Big Marv. And so if you're ever in Boise City, stop by. You're welcome to jump up on top of his back and take your picture. Post it on our Facebook page, and we'll make you famous. And
well, that's awesome.
It's great. It's so nice to be able to have everybody come here and to work in our business as a family business. And Brene and Bailey came back, Belinda's daughters, and they have made us step up our game. I mean, they're on top of it. They know every part of this business. They know every part of all the plans and the HACCP plans and the stuff dealing with the government, shipping. They're moving us forward with our computer age. We're still kind of stuck back in the day where we wanted that personal contact with our stores, and we still have it, but we're wanting to set up a deal where the stores will prompt them with an email to order, and that way they don't have to stop what they're doing, and they can place their order and email it back into us. And so we can do that. It should, you know, lighten their load where they don't have to drop what they're doing and go get an order, and we don't have to take the time to call them every day and wait for them to go get the order and come back on the phone. They can do it at their leisure, and then we can download it and ship it to them. And we'll still have that personal touch where we call some that there's people who don't deal with computers, and Brad likes to keep that part alive, our brother Brad. And But Brad's also in our sales department as well. He has done a great job with our sales.
Well, and you know, with a plant here, a plant 3 hours away in Enid, business in every state, like some of the things that you're mentioning there that you guys are doing, the fact that PTCI was able to put in fiber optic, gigabit capable speed internet, and the growth plans that you guys have even here, that's got to be vital for you guys.
It is. We're implementing a new plan called We Are Food Safety. And before we can ship product, it has to go through all of our HACCP program. And every part of that has to be met before anything can be signed off to ship. And that could take a day or so. So now we're going to a program where we'll be going live, and we'll have our tablets in here with your high-speed internet that we can scan in.
And we welcome you back to the Duster Dome here in Beaver, Oklahoma. Our second consolation matchup of the day. Now we're on the boys' side of the bracket. And it will be the Boise City Wildcats taking on the Vici Indians. Boise City, a bit of an upset victory yesterday over Forgan over in Arnett. Here today, came in with an 8-16 record, but playing some of their best basketball of the season. Gets ready to take on the 16th ranked Vici Indians, who come in with a record of 19-9. Vici will be in the designated visitors, so their starters, a senior number 1, Caleb Moss. A senior number 3, Nathan Ramey. A sophomore, number 11, Maddox Morris. A senior, number 13, Eli Randall. And a senior, number 20, Noah Halderman. I apologize, we don't have the coach listed on here. And now your starters for the Boise City Wildcats. A freshman, number 0, Dayan Morales. A junior, number 1, Livin Rosas. A junior, number 13, Mason Murdoch. A senior, number 21, Drew Caudell. And a senior, number 34, Heido Morales. The Wildcats are coached by head coach Britton Gabrelli. He is assisted by Chase Lloyd and Kashawn Sands. Winner of this, Monday night, they'll take on the winner of Buffalo Balko. They'll play at 3 o'clock on Monday for that final area tournament spot in Class B in Woodward. Teams in Northwest Oklahoma for years and years. That's almost as much a destination as the state tournament is getting to that area tournament in Woodward. Here's the opening tip. Vici comes away with that opening possession. Loses the ball, gains it back. Ball outside. Three-pointer is up by Morris. No good. Rebound underneath. Actually gave a different starter number that I was given. That foul on Morris, his first, team's first. Or no, they'll say Dylan Randall, number 21. You'll have to excuse me. The numbers I've been given as starters are different than some of them that are out on the floor now. Ball out of bounds, back over to Boise City. Rosas. Murdoch passes up ahead to Dayan Morales. As they get the ball into the front court. Down low, tried to get it to Morales. Out of bounds, pass too sharp.
Back over to Vici. Ball finally across the timeline just in time. Randall with it. Halderman faces up, drives, scores the first basket of the game, 2-0. I think referee stopped them for delay of game. Caudell throws it off of a Vici player, saves that one as Dayan Morales was able to pick that up. Rosas with it now. Ball back out front, stolen away. Morris into the open court. Euro steps in the lane, no good, but he draws the foul on Dayan Morales. That'll be his first, team's first as well. So Eli Randall at the line. First free throw, no good. Second shot is good, 3-0 Vici. Murdoch back to Caudell. Rosas back to Caudell. Up ahead to Murdoch across the timeline. Caudell looks to drive, stops at the edge of the paint, no good on the shot. Rebound on the backside. Vici in transition. Spin in the lane. Morris lays it up and in. And we've got a timeout on the floor already. Vici with the early 5-0 lead. 6:28 left to play here in the first quarter. So back out of the timeout, Boise City ball again. We'll let you know some of those other area games. We were finishing up the girls' game. Turpin defeated Texoma 62-45 to advance the Class A area tournament in Chickasha. Shattuck's season came to an end with a 54-47 loss to Waukomis. Here's another turnover back to Vici as their full court pressure is giving Boise City all kinds of problems so far. Long pass into Morris. Ball back up top, now back to the opposite wing, down low. Double team, he'll back it out. Now Moss with it. Skip pass over to Randall. Into the lane, tries to split the defenders. Gets the shot to go. Looks like they'll say it may be on the floor though. Foul will go on Caudell, and the foul was on the floor before the shot. That's 2 on Caudell already. Dump down low inside. Shot is up by Randall and good. 7-0, 2 minutes in. Dayan Morales, pass up ahead, tipped away. Another steal for Vici. Long pass ahead to Morris. Ball stolen away. Dayan Morales with the basket, and the Wildcats are on the board. 7-2, 5.5 to play. Quickly back the other way. Moss, pass stolen away by Morales. Vici gets it back, though, as that was Taggart Moss, the senior, number 34, who tapped it to his teammate. Shot up, no good by Moss. On the floor. Caudell up to Dayan Morales. Back to Caudell. Able to get it across to Murdoch. Down low to Heido Morales. Stolen away. Moss got a hand on that one. Up ahead, Caleb Moss drives to the hoop. No good. Ball out of bounds. They will stay with, no, it's over to Boise City. Rosas gets it across the timeline. Now to Morales, shot up no good, left it short. Rebounded by Randall. Long pass ahead, stolen away by Murdoch. They'll reset with Livin Rosas at the point. Skip pass over to Rosas. Caudell with it. Looks to go baseline. Pulls up from 12. No good. Rebound underneath by Caleb Moss. Pass over to Morris. Puts up the three. Gets it to drop in. Timeout again on the floor. 4:03 left here in the first quarter. 10-2. Vici leads Boise City. So Boise City with possession of the ball. Full court pressure again by the Indians. Pass stolen. Shot blocked by Caudell. And a foul called on Vici. That will be number 1 on Maddox Morris. Team's first foul as well. And Murdoch stepped on the line. Ball back over to Vici. Yet another forced turnover by this pressure defense by Vici. Randall, ball knocked out of bounds by Morales. As they tried to get that over to Halderman. Randall with it up top. Ball knocked loose. Vici comes away with it. Shot up, no good. Too strong, rebounded though. And the fight underneath, stolen away there. Heido Morales, or Dayan Morales gets in there and ties it up. Arrow points in favor of the Bobcats, or the Wildcats, so they'll take back possession. Rosas passes up ahead to Dayan Morales, back to Heido Morales, back outside, into the corner. Pass intercepted, another turnover. Morris steps in front of that pass. Spin baseline, kick back outside, and a foul. Ball traveling call. Rosas passes up ahead to Michael Martinez, number 50, a junior for the Wildcats who just came in. Rosas with the ball, kicks it back out front, too high for Murdoch, can't save it from going over and back. Ball out of bounds, back over to Vici. Ball on the wing to Morris. Opposite wing, three-pointer up by Randall, no good. Long rebound, Randall gets his own rebound. Looked at another three, passes it up, gives it over to Morris for three, no good. Martinez with the rebound. Dan Morales. Back outside, Murdoch, deep three. Left it a little short. Rebounded underneath by Tony Johnson, number 10. Drive to the basket, short shot is good by Randall. 12-2 now the score. Just over 2 left here in the first quarter. Travel called on Dan Morales as he scooted his feet into the game. A freshman, number 22, Ridge Arthod. Also, Heido Morales back in as well. Backdoor pass, too strong, too high for Morris. Ball back over to Boise City. That was number 3, Nathan Ramey, who let that one go too high. Martinez with the ball. Backdoor pass over to Rosas across the timeline. Jairo Morales with it now. Into Martinez, puts up the shot off the glass. No good. Ball tipped around. Caudell comes away with it. Back outside, Heido Morales. Shot blocked. Morris with the block. Up across the timeline, back to Morris. Deep three, over the top of Martinez's hands. He drains it. His second three of the game, 15-2 now. And another steal. This one by Ramey, lays it up off the glass and in. Timeout on the floor, 1:24 left in the first. It's Vici 17, Boise City 2. We are back at the Duster Dome, checking in on a couple of other teams over in Class A. Texhoma leads Turpin 9-8 with 3.5 left in the first quarter. Long pass intercepted by Ramey. Quickly gets it to Johnson, who drives underneath, and that's going to be a travel call. Ball back over to Boise City. Another score, Shattuck leads Laverne early 8-5 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Of course, both of those games, those are survive and advance games too. The winner goes to area. Caudell catches that one, but stepped out of bounds on it. Another turnover against the press. And Coach Gabrelli's kind of beside himself, trying to get his players to do what he wants them to do against that Vici press. That pass out of bounds and a turnover back to Boise City. Arthod into Rosas across the timeline. And another stepped on the line again. So ball back over to Vici. 1:06 left here in the first quarter. Ball on the wing, kick to the opposite side. Drive by Ramey, puts up the shot, no good. Arthod with the rebound is fouled. Foul will be called on Cade Trotter. That's his first. Ball knocked around, another steal. Caleb Moss back outside to Morris. Skip pass. Ramey looked at the deep three, passed it up. Now back to Morris, puts up the wing three, no good. Ball tipped around. Ido Morales comes away with the rebound. Brings it across midcourt, tipped away from behind by Morris. And Caleb Moss will lay it up and in. 19-2, 20 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Martinez, long pass ahead, stolen away by Trotter. 10 seconds. Caleb Moss passes in the lane, shot is up, left short by Johnson. Foul will be called on Trotter. That'll be his second, team's third foul. Ball back over to Boise City as number 24, Isaac Keaton, back in the game, as well as Taggart Moss, number 34. 4.4 seconds. Back to Arthod. Hail Mary from the other end, no good. And after 1 quarter of play, Vici dominating Boise City 19-2. So we'll start this second quarter. Vici in possession of the ball and a 17-point lead here as they have dominated at both ends of the floor. Their defense set up a lot of their offense, though. Long pass in, the lob. Ball spins around. The shot by Halderman, no good. A foul underneath. Ball back over to Boise City. I think they do call that one on Halderman. That's the team's fourth, his first personal. Murdoch with the ball. Whipped around. Rosas should have taken off there. He does get past midcourt. Pass ahead. Martinez lays it up and in. So first basket in a while. 19-4 now the score. Double team, ball tapped away. They'll say it will stay with Vici. Dayan Morales got a hand in there. Caleb Moss up ahead to Eli Randall. Now on the wing to Halderman. Drives in. And a foul call on the shot. First free throw is up and good. That foul was called on Murdoch. That'll be his first, team's fourth foul. And both free throws by Halderman. Noah Halderman, good. 21-4 now the score. Murdoch with it in the corner. Pass stolen away again. Murdoch gets it back, though. Over to Rosas across the timeline. And a travel. Turns it back over to Vici. Caleb Moss back to Randall. Skip pass over to Halderman. Now into the corner. Long skip pass to Halderman. Had to jump up, save that one from going out of bounds. Splits the defenders, no good on the shot. Looked like he was trying to draw the foul, couldn't get it. Ball out of bounds, back over to Boise City. Rosas picked up his dribble and a travel called. So Caleb Moss gets it over to Randall across the timeline. High post, kicks it down to Halderman, back outside. Drive to the baseline by Randall, trapped underneath there, gets it to the corner to Caleb Moss. Stepped on the line and out of bounds. And I don't think I've seen a game with as many times as you've seen that stepped on the line called, or even traveling as well. There's been a bunch of them. Ball tapped out of bounds. It'll stay with Boise City. Morales and Arthod check back in. Long uphill climb for Boise City at this point. Martinez had trouble with it, gathered it back in. Pass too high for Caudell. Out of bounds. Back over to Vici. Randall with it on the wing. Into the post. Ball out of bounds as Taggart Moss tried to get in there and take it up in the post. Lost control of it out of bounds. Morris back in for Vici. Pass out of bounds. He tried to get that to Murdoch. Another turnover. Baseline drive, up and underneath by Caleb Moss, no good. They get it back though, outside, three-pointer up by Morris, left it short. The putback by Caleb Moss, no good, but he is fouled and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. Foul will be on Martinez, that's his first, team's 5th. Gets the shooter's roll on the first. Dayan Morales and Rosas check back in for Boise City. And gets them both. Caleb Moss with 4 now, 23-4. Under 5.5 left here in the first half. Caudell, Dayan Morales makes it across the timeline. Tried to push it ahead. Caudell had a hand on it, but ball came loose. Number 12, Hawk, Heap of Birds with it. Now up on the baseline, Halderman back in the corner. Heap of Birds misses the shot. Moss gets that one to drop in. 25-4, 5 minutes left to play. Rosas, Murdoch, Caudell across the timeline. Drives in the lane, dumps it underneath. Heido Morales, no good on the shot. Rebound on the backside. Loose ball, Murdoch comes up with it for the Wildcats. Now Dayan Morales drives in, puts up the short shot, blocked by Moss. Long pass, Rosas got a hand on it. They can't save it from going out of bounds. Vici will inbound near midcourt. 4.5 left before the break. That's going to be a travel called on Heap of Birds back over to Boise City. Johnson checks back in for the Indians. Ball into the front court to Rosas. Back to Murdoch. Over to Caudell. Now Heido Morales kicks it out front. Ball tipped away. Chasing it down. Rosas able to get it. Splits the defenders. And a foul is going to be called. Trotter will be called for the foul. Or Trotter comes into the game. Foul will be called on Ramey. Team's 5th foul, his first personal. 4:15 left in the half. Now Rosas with the ball. Morales back up top to Murdoch. Rosas from 17. It's good. His first basket of the game. 25-6 now the score. Oh, Heido Morales steps in front of that pass. Steele drives it all the way to the block, puts up the short jumper, too strong. Rebounded by Trotter. Long pass ahead to Johnson, who lays it up, too strong. Rebound by Dayan Morales. Long pass ahead to Rosas. Back outside, Murdoch with it now, over to Dayan Morales. Caudell. Murdoch in the corner, and that's going to be a foul. Called on Maddox Morris. That will be his. Now they called that one on Johnson, not on Morris. That will be Johnson's first, team's 6th foul. Out front to Caudell. Saves it from going into the backcourt, but can't save it from going out of bounds. Ball back over to Vici. 3:15 left to play, 3:16 left to play. Caleb Moss checks back in. Ramey gets it across to Morris. Drive in the lane by Caleb Moss. Puts it up and in. Moss with 8. 27-6 now. 3 left before half. Across the timeline. Murdoch stepped on the line. Ball back over to Vici. The stepping on the line bug has really bitten the Boise City Wildcats today, as the Vici press has really exasperated their offense. Ball knocked loose. Rosas comes away with it for Boise City. Drives to the hoop, blocked by Morris. Caleb Moss comes away with it. Ball knocked out of his hands. Out of bounds. It will stay with Vici with 2.5 to play. Ramey across midcourt, serpentining through the defense, kicks it to Caleb Moss for 3 in the corner. No good. Rebound on the backside. Stays inside. That's Halderman. He's going to be called for the travel. Ball back over to Boise City. Murdoch. Now to Rosas. Back to Murdoch across the timeline. Over to Caudell. Baseline jumper blocked, but a foul is going to be called. I think that one's going to be on Cade Trotter, but we'll see. No. Foul will be called on Morris. That will be his 2nd. Team's 7th. So Caudell at the line makes the first. Randall checks back in for the Indians. Second one good as well. 27-8, 2 left before half. And a travel call will give it back to Boise City.
Ball out of bounds. Off the hands of Caudell. Out of bounds, back to Vici. .151 left. Randall, long pass to Caleb Moss, had to sky to stop that one. Gets it down low to Trotter, puts up the shot, and he's fouled on the attempt. He'll go to the line for 2. That foul on Dayan Morales, that's his second. Team's 6th. Cade Trotter sinks the first. 1:41 to play. Second one good. 21-point lead for the Indians in this regional consolation bracket contest. Roses across the timeline, stolen away by Randall. Passes up ahead, drive to the basket, laid up and in by Halderman. He got the and one on the foul. So he'll go to the line. .128 left to play. That's number 3 on Caudell. He converts the three-point play. He's got 7 points. Pass up ahead. Heido Morales brings it under control, puts up the shot from 17, in and out. The rebound by Halderman. Randall gets it across the midcourt stripe. Back to Halderman, kicks it outside. Morris for 3, rattles that one home. Morris with 3 threes now. He's got 11, and it's 35-8, under a minute left in the half. Over to Murdoch. Pulls up from 15. It's good. Murdoch's first basket of the game. 35-10. Pass up ahead to Caleb Moss. Skip pass over to Morris, too strong, out of bounds, back over to Boise City. 27.3 left here before the half. Murdoch over to Caudell. Up to Dayan Morales. And a travel call. Ball back over to Vici. Randall gets it over to Caleb Moss. 10 seconds left in the half. Back to Randall. At the high post to Halderman. Drives, dishes it off to Trotter. No good on the shot. 3 seconds. Caudell with the rebound. Long shot, no good. We head to the half. Vici dominating Boise City. It's 35-10. We'll be back with the second half.
Whole home Wi-Fi, you can quickly and easily manage your home Wi-Fi through your PTCI Wi-Fi app. Set your Wi-Fi password, view connected devices, run speed tests, set up parental controls, and more. Experience the best in home Wi-Fi with PTCI Wi-Fi app. Call now and get 3 months free of whole home Wi-Fi and visit ptci.net to download the app today. you can manage your home Wi-Fi network right from your smartphone? With PTCI Whole Home Wi-Fi, you can quickly and easily manage your home Wi-Fi through your PTCI Wi-Fi app. Set your Wi-Fi password, view connected devices, run speed tests, set up parental controls, and more. Experience the best in home Wi-Fi with PTCI Wi-Fi app. Call now and get 3 months free of whole home Wi-Fi and visit ptci.net to download the app today.
And we welcome you back to the Duster Dome. 35-10, Vici in control of this one over Boise City at half as we get ready to start this second half. Going over the individual scoring for Vici. Maddox Morris with 11.
Caleb Moss with 8. Noah Halderman with 7. Eli Randall with 5. Nathan Ramey and Cade Trotter with 2 apiece. Boise City, nobody with more than 1 basket. They've got all 5. They got 5 players: Dayan Morales, Livin Rosas, Mason Murdoch, Drew Caudell, and Michael Martinez with 2 points each. Ball inbounded. Boise City with it, trying to find some answers against this Vici pressure. Rosas in the corner, back up top to Caudell. As I'm sure it'd have Coach Gabrelli trying to calm his troops down. Shot missed. Rebounded by Randall, quickly back the other way. Halderman, no good. Shot is up by Randall, no good. Second put back, up and good. Didn't catch the number on that one. 37-10 now the score. Long pass ahead. That's going to be another turnover as Taggart Moss grabs the loose ball. Halderman with it now. Caleb Moss, skip pass over to Morris. Top of the key 3 by Randall, no good. Rebound by Dayan Morales, gets it out to Caudell. Across the timeline, kicks it across the lane to Rosas, who lays it up and in. 37-12 now the score. And that was Morris with the ball. Ball tapped away from behind by Murdoch. He'll be called for the foul. His second, team's first of the half. Randall kicks it over to Caleb Moss for 3, no good. Rebound underneath by Moss. Taggart Moss puts it up and in. His first points of the game, 38-12. 2 minutes into this second half. Rosas with it across the timeline, and that is going to be a foul on Moss. That'll be his first, team's first of the half. A couple of the other area games at the halftime. Texhoma leads Turpin 26-23. Vici got the steal but stepped out of bounds. Laverne and Shattuck tied up at 20 apiece at the half. Murdoch with it on the wing. Lost control. They'll call a jump ball. Arrow points in favor of Vici. They'll take back possession. Randall gets it across to Morris. Skip pass to Caleb Moss. Back to Morris for 3. No good. Rebound knocked away underneath and out of bounds. Randall had it momentarily, but knocked away and out of bounds. Boise City ball. Ball into Rosas. And Randall steps in front of that pass, can't save it from going out of bounds. Murdoch with it in the backcourt. That's going to be a kick ball, so another inbounds play for Boise City. 5.5 left here in the third quarter. Caudell with it on the wing. Now Dayan Morales. Baseline drive by Caudell. Had it knocked away by Taggart Moss. Ball will stay with Boise City. Drive, dishes it off to Caudell, who gets it to drop in. His First field goal of the day. He's got 4 points, 39-14, 5 to play here in the third. Randall, long pass ahead. Heido Morales knocked it away momentarily, but Caleb Moss chased it down. Morris for three, no good. Grabs his own rebound on the long rebound. Looks to drive, dishes out to Randall. Skip pass, Halderman for three, rattles that one home. He's got 10, and it's 42-14 Vici. Ball tipped. Caleb Moss comes away with the steal, ball loose on the floor. Murdoch with it. Still loose. So Martinez and Arthod will check back in for Boise City. Ball went out of bounds, last touch by Vici. In the corner, Rosas tried to dump it down low. Caleb Moss steps in front of that pass, drives all the way to the hoop and lays it up and in, coast to coast. Moss in double figures with 10 now, 44-14. Ball into the corner. Rosas down to Martinez. I'll say last touch by Vici. Will stay with Boise City. Dayan Morales back in. In for Vici. Cade Trotter. And also a freshman, number 23, Mac Johnson. We're past the midway point here in the third quarter. Murdoch. Back to Morales to Caudell. Murdoch looks to drive. Gets the screen from Martinez and gets it to roll over the rim and in. That's four for Murdoch. 44-16 now the score. Down low, back outside drive. Floater is up by Randall. Left it short, tapped around. And looks like they'll call the foul. They'll call that one on Dayan Morales. His third, team's second of the half. Randall misses the first shot. They'll say he was in the act of shooting, obviously. Second shot is good. He's got 6. 45-16 now the lead. 3:20 to play here in the third. Ball knocked out of bounds as Randall got a hand on that pass. It is deny in the passing lanes, that Vici defense. Murdoch dumps it down low to Martinez. Hooks it up and banks it in. His second basket of the game, 45-18. Ball across the timeline. Morris with it. Now to Randall. Skip pass to Johnson on the opposite wing. Lost it in the paint. Back outside to Morris. Halderman, baseline jumper from 15 is short. Rebound by Randall, puts it up, no good. Martinez comes away with the rebound. Now Murdoch to Martinez, puts up the shot at the free throw line, no good. Rebound by Randall. Long pass ahead, Halderman. Johnson on the wing, dumps it down to Trotter, who gives it off to Randall. And he draws a foul. That is going to be on Murdoch. That'll be his third. Team's third. Randall at the line, gets the shooter's roll on the first one. And gets it on the second one as well. He's 4 of 6 from the line. Has 8 points. And Vici leads. And Randall with another steal. Up ahead to Johnson. Johnson Euro steps in the lane and puts it up and in for his first points of the game. 49-18, under 2 left here in the third. Caudell to Dayan Morales. Martinez puts it up, shot blocked in the lane. They'll say body foul there. Foul will be called on Halderman. That'll be his second. Team second of the half. Martinez at the line for the first time tonight for 2 shots. Misses the first. Misses that one as well. Rebound grabbed by Cade Trotter. Randall brings it across the timeline. Now Johnson with it out front. Back to Randall. Skip pass. Three-pointer is up, left short. Rebound by Dayan Morales. Murdoch with it. Up past midcourt. Has to pick up his dribble, gets it over to Caudell. Oh, pass stolen away. Halderman with it. Drives to the hoop. Blocked by Caudell. Murdoch back the other way. Long pass ahead to Dayan Morales. Ball loose on the floor. Arthard comes away with it. Gets it to Caudell, who puts it up. No good. Martinez had it momentarily tipped away. Halderman with it now past midcourt. Drives to the hoop and lays it up and in. That's 12 for Halderman. 55 seconds left here in the third. It's Vici 51, Boise City 18.
PTCI Cellular gives you the best of both worlds with 42 towers from Kenton
To Laverne. No one else covers you like we do in Northwest Oklahoma.
And when you travel across this great land, PTCI's nationwide partners keep you connected.
Experience the best service today. 800-562-2556 or visit ptci.net. Contract buyouts are available. Some restrictions may apply.
And we are back, ready for the final minute of this third quarter. Some of the other scores. Texoma now leads Turpin 39-33 at the end of 3 quarters. Shattuck and Laverne, 1-point game. Shattuck leads 38-37. That one's stolen away by Vici. Now in transition. All the way, drives to the hoop. Oh, stolen away by Caudell. Gets the pass out to Murdoch. Murdoch racing to the lane. They'll say foul on the floor by Johnson. That'll be his first, team's third. Heap of birds back in the game for Vici. As Morris heads to the bench, probably maybe done for the night. He may come in some in the fourth, we'll see. But Caudell misses on the 3, foul. And that is going to be on Morales. That's his fourth, team's fourth. Under 30 seconds left here in the third. That's going to be a travel by Johnson. So Caudell kicks it to Dayan Morales. Skip pass. Oh, tipped out of bounds by Ramey. 14.5 left here in the third. Ball into Rosas. Leaves it for Murdoch. Murdoch dives in the lane, puts up the shot, can't get it to go. Out of bounds. And looks like it will stay with Boise City. 7.4 left in the quarter. Pass out front to Caudell. Over to Dayan Morales. Now to Rosas. Down low to Martinez. Puts it up.
Can't get it to go in. That thing went everywhere but down and bounced back out. So after 3 quarters of play, it's Vici 51, Boise City 18.
Know you can manage your home Wi-Fi network right from your smartphone? With PTCI Whole Home Wi-Fi, you can quickly and easily manage your home Wi-Fi through your PTCI Wi-Fi app. Set your Wi-Fi password, view connected devices, run speed tests, set up parental controls, and more. Experience the best in home Wi-Fi with PTCI Wi-Fi app. Call now and get 3 months free of whole home Wi-Fi and visit ptci.net to download the app today.
PTCI Cellular gives you the best of both worlds with 42 towers from Kenton
To Laverne, no one else covers you like we do in Northwest Oklahoma.
And when you travel across this great land, PTCI's nationwide partners keep you connected.
Experience the best service today. 800-562-2556 or visit ptci.net. Contract buyouts are available. Some restrictions may apply.
And here we go with the 4th quarter. Boise City with possession of the ball. Ball over to Heido Morales. That one tipped by Ramey. Couldn't save it from going out of bounds, so it will stay with Boise City. Texhoma now leads Turpin 42-33 with just over 6 minutes left in that one. Laverne and Shattuck. Shattuck up by 1, 40-39. Dump down low to Martinez. Can't get the shot. And on the putback, he missed, but he was fouled. Foul will be called on Tony Johnson. That's his 2nd foul. Team's 4th. So Martinez at the line, misses the first. Missed the second one as well. And a skip pass back to Heap of Birds. Ramey now tried to get it down low. Ball kicked. So it will stay with Vici. Heap of Birds with it on the wing. Back to Johnson. Opposite side to Ramey. Ball tapped out on the steal. It's Dayan Morales who drives all the way to the hoop and lays it up. His first basket of the second half. Steal by Caudell. Over to Dayan Morales. High off the backboard. No good. Ball loose on the floor. Foul called, and that will be on Caudell. That will be his 4th, team's 5th. 51-20 now the score. Vici pass too high. Murdoch there for the steal. And that one blocked from behind. Drive, dish, and the bank shot is good by Mac Johnson, his 2nd basket of the game. They'll call the foul on Ramey. That'll be his 2nd. Couple of subs in for Vici. A sophomore number 4, Ian Heidelbaugh, and a sophomore number 5, Andrew Keaton. Ball out front to Caudell, to Murdoch. Baseline drive, puts up the shot, no good. Martinez had the rebound, knocked away from him though. Johnson gets the loose ball, then stepped on the line. Ball back over to Boise City. Ball into Caudell. Long 2, left short. Heido Morales with the follow-up shot, no good. Heap of Birds comes away with that rebound, brings it across midcourt. Shot is up from long two, and that is good by Ian Heidelbaugh. His first shot of the game, 55-20 now, under 6 to play. That's going to be a travel on Murdoch. Johnson with the ball. Guarded tightly there, over to Heidelbaugh. Kicked back out, three-pointer up by Johnson is good. Johnson now with 7. And mass subs now for Boise City. We've got a timeout on the floor, 5:28 left to play. Vici leads Boise City 58-20.
You can manage your home Wi-Fi network right from your smartphone. With PTCI Whole Home Wi-Fi, you can quickly and easily manage your home Wi-Fi through your PTCI Wi-Fi app. Set your Wi-Fi password, view connected devices, run speed tests, set up parental controls, and more. Experience the best in home Wi-Fi with PTCI Wi-Fi app. Call now and get 3 months free of whole home Wi-Fi and visit ptci.net to download the app today.
PTCI Cellular gives you the best of both worlds with 42 towers.
So Boise City ball. Sophomore number 23, Reed Vigil, one of those new players in. Also a sophomore number 24, Colorado Bade Scheller in the game. Also in a junior number 5, Jace Stewart. And a junior number 25, Uric Lycia. Ball at the high post. Drive and shot up by Heidelbaugh is good. His second basket of the game, 60-20 now the score. Arthod brings it up. That one's stolen away. Kicks it across the lane. Johnson puts it up, no good. Takes a second shot at it, no good. Arthod had it momentarily, ball on the floor. They'll call a travel call, ball back over to Boise City. Laverne now leads Shattuck 48-45 with a minute left in the fourth quarter. Arthod saves that one, almost stolen away. That is stolen away. Heidelbaugh gives it up to Johnson, back to Heidelbaugh. In the post, pass underneath, stolen away. Keaton gets it back. Now at the high post. Kicks it across the lane. Heidelbaugh gets that one to crawl in. Heidelbaugh with 6 now. Under 4 to play. Ball back outside. Vigil with it along the baseline. It will stay with Boise City. And a freshman, number 21, Dylan Randall, into the game. Bade Scheller with the ball, looks to drive. Stolen away, though, by Johnson into the open court. Lays it up and in. He's got 9 now. 64-20 the score. Ball out of bounds, will stay with Boise City. Just over 3 left in this one. Vici is going to move on to take on the winner of tonight's Buffalo Balko game for that final spot on the boys' side of the area tournament in Woodward.
Ball stolen again. Keaton. Oh, Johnson behind the back tried to get it to Heidelball. A little too fancy. Out of bounds. And back over to Boise City. Checking in for Boise City, a senior number 30, Chris Hughes. Arthod drives to the block, puts up the shot. No good, but he is fouled. So 2 shots for Arthod. Foul will be called on Dylan Randall, his first. First free throw from Arthod is good. Heap of Birds checks back in for Vici. 2:51 left to play. No good on the second. Foul on the rebound on Boise City. That'll be number 1 on Lycia. Both teams at 6, so next one's going to put either team in the bonus. Underneath, wide open, the layup is good for Isaac Keaton. His first basket of the game. 66-21, that pass too strong, out of bounds. Back over to Vici. Heap of Birds gives it back, and the lay-in for Dylan Randall. He's on the board as well, 68-21. Now with 2 minutes left to play. Shot up and a foul on the attempt. Foul is on Isaac Keaton, his first, team's 7th foul. First free throw up and no good by Jay Stewart. And can't get the roll on the second one. Rebound by Dylan Randall. Johnson with it out top. Gets a screen. Pick and roll back. Knocked away by Arthod. Ball will stay with Vici. Backdoor pass is open and laid up and in. Andrew Keaton with the basket. Shot is up and good. Stewart with the basket. He's fouled as well. So he'll go to the line for the and one. Gets that one to roll in. So converts the three-point play, 70-24 now. Hesitation, drive by Johnson, couldn't get it to go in. Gets the rebound after it's tapped out. Heap of Birds for three from the top of the key, no good. Gets his own rebound. Heidelball with it out front. Finds a gap, drives and lays it up and in. He's got 8. Under a minute to play, 72-24. Don't forget, folks, we got 2 more games coming up this evening. Girls contest will start at 6 o'clock. Ball turned back over to Vici. Buffalo versus Goodwell in the girls' game at 6 o'clock. Then at 7:30, Buffalo versus Balko. Trying to get to that final game on Monday to see if they can make it to the area tournament. Tyrone girls already defeated Forgan today to make their way to that game. Vici boys are earning that trip here in the afternoon. They'll be back here in Beaver in the Duster Dome on Monday for that contest. PTCI will be here for any games that involve the Panhandle teams as well. Final seconds tick off. And Vici advances, survives and advances. 72-24 over Boise City. Boise City ends their season 8-17. Thank you for joining us here in our afternoon slate. We may have a final here in Laverne, between Laverne and Shattuck. Laverne up 51-45. Can't tell for sure if that's a final. Just over a minute left between Texhoma and Turpin. Texhoma leads 55-44 as they've been able to pull away late in that one. Thanks for joining us for these afternoon games. Be sure to check back in for the evening slate.